Before I start this week's vlog, to celebrate the Journey with Jono and Narrowboat Experience collaboration, we've created a series of clothing and mug designs you can purchase. There are Narrowboat Experience and Journey with Jono t-shirts, and my favourite, an Alice, Munchie and Molly t-shirt and mug. The limited edition items are only available until the 1st of December, and there's a link in the description below to the Art by Anna Marie page. Good morning. Well, today I am leaving Droitwich Spa. I'm going through a couple of swing bridges. Some of them are open, some of them are closed, and about five or six locks. But Droitwich Spa has been a nice place to moor up. The basin's really good. It's completely secure. You have your British Waterways key to get through the gates there. There's all the main necessities in the town. Lots of different variety of shops and takeaways and restaurants. Main supermarkets, Waitrose, Morrison's are very, very close to the canal. Leaving the basin within the town, right away we need to travel through 3 swing bridges before heading out onto a small, narrow stretch of the River Sul Warp. Then, as a bit of a surprise, is the M5 Motorway bridge tunnel, and just after it are some more locks, including a staircase lock just south of Body Brook. Let's hope that name isn't a reality. Sweeping past Droitwich Spa Marina towards Hanbury bottom, middle and top locks, before turning onto the Worcester and Birmingham Canal at Hanbury Junction. I've been a little bit surprised with the lack of mooring on the Droitwich Barge Canal, purely because of those high weeds. It proved to be quite difficult to find mooring spots. There were probably 3 spots, maybe 4 in total. All the way from the River Severn to Droitwich Spa itself. There are a couple more on the way out, going towards Birmingham and Worcester Canal, but if they just cut the weeds back it would be a lot better. There were some really nice mooring spots with beautiful views and lovely and quiet. You can be really remote even though you're quite close to the town, but we couldn't moor there because of the weeds. So I don't know if that's on purpose or if that's just the way they want this canal to look. So some canals you can moor up 99% of it. The only places you're not allowed to moor are when there's designated signs at winding holes, lock landings, water points, weirs, that sort of thing. Pleased with that?
That's alright.
No bumping, no scratching?
No, I think something fell over inside.
Oh, okay. So I'm travelling behind Kath today. Anna Marie is up ahead dealing with the swing bridges and the locks, and I am going to sweep up behind and close them all. We thought we might be able to do both swing bridges at the same time and just go straight through, but there's too many people around walking through the park, taking dogs for a walk, and they would probably get a bit annoyed, so we are going to do them individually. It looks like these swing bridges are a little bit more complicated or a bit difficult than originally thought, so it's my turn to get off my boat and help Anna Marie see what on earth is going on here. So what's wrong with this one, do you think?
So it's the same as the last one. I think what happens is they shut the gates well, but overnight the gate moves a little bit and it jams the padlock in. So I need somebody on this side pushing, like just doing pumps of pushing it, so I can wriggle the padlock out.
Okay. I am doing the bridge wriggle. There we go, it looks like it's done.
Thank you.
Two for that one as well, Jono.
2 for that one, okay, that's brilliant, thank you.
She's still putting on.
Are we catching up?
We're definitely going to win.
Today, Kath and Anna-Marie from the Narrowboat Experience are running a scoreboard for who helps the most at locks. Of course, I'm expecting huge bias, as there are 2 of them. We're now on the river section. There are a couple of warnings in the book about not mooring up along this stretch, because if the river floods it rises very rapidly and there's lots of high walls all around to contain the water, and obviously the 2 locks to stop it flooding the canal itself, but today it's as flat as a pancake. Okay, this is when having a chimney or anything that's high up on a boat could prove difficult, because the tunnel ahead is extremely low. There is a barrier this side to tell you, and I think it's going to hit my aerial, so I might turn my aerial on its side and just go really slowly and hope for the best. I can imagine if you've got high top boxes or anything quite high on the roof, this is where you'll get stuck. This is crazy low for a tunnel. I've never known anything like it. Going through tunnels and bridges like that, out of the blue, make you really think about the amount of things that you should have on your roof and how high they should be. I think I need to look into changing my solar panel brackets, and all it would take is another tunnel like that, or a bit more water, or I might not have filled up with water this morning and the nose of the boat would have been higher, and I could have been in a bit of a pickle. So I think it's about time I change my brackets. is all yours now.
Awesome.
I must say, it is nice to see other people controlling Molly, and Molly actually listening to them and doing as they say as well. Because obviously there's the owner, and dogs will predominantly always do what their owner says, but will they do what other people say? And seeing Anna-Marie in a distance with Molly and telling Molly to sit, and she actually sitting and following her rules, it's quite nice to see. Good old Molly, well done. I'm proud of her. We met viewers Graham and Bev right at the top of the staircase ready to go down, and it's always great to meet viewers as you're travelling around the system, but he had a double whammy today because he obviously also watches Narrowboat Experience, and he saw me as well as those two, and he was like, whoa, so that was really nice to see. Really peculiar. It's almost as though we're draining the pound. I suppose we are a little bit, as much as a lock, but it just feels like we've opened some huge paddles and it's just emptying the whole canal. It's really weird. It's never usually this strong. So just as I go under this bridge, I do a hard turn left, and then we're on to the Worcester and Birmingham Canal. I've moored up on some Armco, and Narrowboat Experience Lazy Days have just moored up ahead of me, and we're going to sit and stay here for a couple of days. We've got a bit of work to do. I've got a bit of editing. They've got painting and things to do, so finally. That was a tough journey today. Even though it was only a relatively small amount of locks, the last 3 locks, the start of the Droitwich Canal from this direction, were really slow, and because they're very deep locks, they needed to fill side pounds and back again, and it was quite busy. There were 2 boats coming down as well, so pleased to get through those, and even though it's sort of lunchtime, it's absolutely shattered.
This week I'd like to thank 3 top-level Patreon supporters: Stuart Bell from County Durham in the northeast of England, Mark Gaultier from Ohio in the United States, and Joan Smith from Texas in the United States. Thank you so much for your support. In the next vlog, I give the helm of Alice to Anna-Marie. Scary! And I explore the broadcasting facility for long wave and medium wave transmissions at the Droitwich transmitting station. Until next time, see you later.